Hey, New Passion family, I hope you and your family are doing great. My name is Nick, and I'm the lead pastor for those of you who don't know, and I am excited for all that God is doing in this place. I'm also honored that we get to be a part of it. We give all glory and honor to God for His great work in this place. There are several things taking place that I wanted to include you in on, so I'm doing this short video so that you can be involved in any way possible. First of all, as many of you know, we added a new service. We also shifted our 10:30 service to 11 a.m. So now we have a 9 a.m. service and an 11 a.m. service. They're identical in the message and in the music. However, they are somewhat different. The 9 a.m. service is face coverings required. There is no coffee service before service. There is no childcare, and we don't stream online. And the reason we're doing this is we want to communicate to our entire church family that we love them and that they matter. It was such a great first week. We had a great crowd, we had great attendance, we had great worship. And so I'm so thankful to each of you who made the move from the 11 a.m. to the 9 a.m. We want to make an environment where everyone feels comfortable to be able to come in and to worship. And we know that there are some folks in our church who have health challenges. Maybe they are of a certain age where they feel more comfortable in an environment where everyone is wearing face coverings, or they could be young and yet still have some concerns and want to be in the safest environment possible. And so as Paul says, we want to become all things to all people so that we might reach one. So we traditionally might not be face mask wearing people, but we're going to encourage you to wear a face covering in order to serve and to reach more people. And so, if you have not made that move, I'm going to encourage you and continue to encourage you to make that move. Not only to help make that service possible, to be a service planter, much like planting a church, but also to continue to make room for more people in the 11 a.m. service. And so, if you shift to the 9 a.m. service to worship during that time, that also allows our children's workers to worship during the 9 a.m. and then to serve our children during the 11 a.m. So if you make that move, then we would invite you to serve during the 11 a.m. service. Or if you're continuing to worship during the 11 a.m. service, consider serving during the 9 a.m. service. The only teams right now we have really functioning during the 9 a.m. is the First Impressions team, parking lot, ushers, those type, and greeters, those type workers and team members, as well the tech team and the band. And so we're going to have tryouts coming up here on October 15th. And so if that's a way that you want to serve, we would invite you to participate in those tryouts. So whether you serve during the 9 a.m. or the 11 a.m., you can go to newpassionchurch.com/serve. newpassionchurch.com/serve. So make the move to the 9 a.m. service, serve during the 11, or if you're continuing to worship during the 11 a.m. service, serve during the 9 a.m. service. This month, coming up tomorrow, is October. It's traditionally known as Pastor Appreciation Month. And over the years, our church family has been so generous to myself and my family, and so we're so grateful for that. But we also want to honor our other pastors and our other staff members. And so it's real easy for us as a church just to do something for them and to say thank you. And we try to do that throughout the year and try to do stuff like that. However, it means more when it comes from the church family. So just for those who don't know, maybe you're fairly new with us, we do have 3 other pastors who serve our church in different capacities. We have Jonathan, who is our worship and creative arts pastor, and he leads us and leads our band and our worship team. And then we also have Correll Davis, who is our family ministries pastor. He also is our assistant worship pastor, so he helps Jonathan in that way. But he also oversees our children's directors as well as our student pastor, and is working towards getting things started for college and young single adults. And so he does a lot of things behind the scenes that you're not aware of. And then Steve is our student pastor. And we've seen God bless our student ministry tremendously under his leadership over the last year. Each of these men stepped up big time during the months of March through June as we had to go online and pre-record things, pre-record worship music at home or at the church, and re-record that and record it multiple times and edit it. And there was a lot that went into that while also leading a family and a full-time job. Or with Corel and Steve hosting training events and different online things for the leadership team. Steve meeting with the students daily with Caffeine and Quarantine, the next level online, and pre-recording that full service and making that available each Wednesday. They served above and beyond. And so I'm going to encourage you to spoil them, to express your appreciation to them throughout the month. If they've done something to impact your life, to influence you, I'm going to ask you to maybe write them a card and a thank you letter, to give them a gift card, or to find out what their favorite dessert is and bake them something. Maybe you don't have the money to buy them something, but you could bake them something. You can make them something. You could do a number of different things. It could be just a thank you note. It could be a simple handshake and a thank you, looking them in the eye and letting them know how much that you've impacted them. And so I'm going to encourage you throughout the month of October to spoil them, to say thank you to them, especially in 2020. They are well deserving of your appreciation and your gratitude. As well, I would encourage you, don't forget our other team leaders and our other staff members like Elaine and Paige, who work with our children, both the Grove, our babies up to K4, and then our children K5 up to 5th grade. We have our First Impressions director, our safety director, all of those people who mean something to you. I'm going to encourage you to say thank you to them, to do something special for them if they've impacted your life, if you serve on their team, whatever. And so help me out with that. Let's be a people who are appreciative of those who God has placed over us and in leadership of us. As well, I'm excited. Here soon, we're going to be sharing some new team members. We have made an offer to our new executive pastor. We're so grateful that you have helped us pray for that. We had multiple interviews with multiple candidates, and so we're grateful for how God has orchestrated everything. And we also, in that process, have included on our team a new discipleship pastor who will be helping us with all of our discipleship efforts, helping us take all the loose pieces that we have and putting them in sync, and helping us be more effective in helping lead people to become passionate followers of Jesus. And in doing so, that means that we're disciples who make disciples who make disciples. So we're passionate followers of Jesus who are making passionate followers of Jesus who are making more passionate followers of Jesus. And so we're excited to be able to share those new families with you very soon. Thank you for praying. I look forward to seeing you this Sunday, to be able to worship with you. Have a great rest of your week, and we will talk to you soon.